Good morning, I'm Maddie Jansen, and this is the podcast of 17 News at Sunrise. It's everything you need to know to start your day in about 15 minutes.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Sunrise.
A dozen officers swarm an illegal casino and pot shop, and several people have been detained. We'll tell you what we know so far.
Attorney General William Barr pushes back on criticism that he caved to President Trump, and he has a message for the commander-in-chief about his tweets.
A local couple prepares to say "I do" from hospice, proving young love is just a state of mind and heart. This is Friday, February 14th, 2020. Good morning. Good to have you with us. It is 5 a.m. I'm Maddie Jansen alongside Vanessa Dillon, and happy Valentine's Day.
Yep, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. It's going to be a beautiful day if you have any big Valentine's Day plans. Let's go ahead and start with your weather forecast right now. We're seeing gorgeous conditions for today, but still chilly right now. We're looking at 41 here in the city, 67% humidity levels out there for us, northwest winds at 5 miles per hour. So kind of consistent to what we've been seeing over the last several days. We seem to have some technical difficulties with our highs for the remainder of today, but it's looking like we're seeing those high 60s across the board into this afternoon. 25 in Tehachapi, 80% humidity levels, calm winds as well. In our outdoor forecast, we're expecting to see about highs of 57 degrees come 1 o'clock this afternoon, and then things start to drop around 3 p.m. later today. As far as what we're seeing for tonight, if you have any big dinner plans, any great plans with your Valentine's Day date or friends, we have a great, beautiful evening to expect. I'll have a full look at your weather forecast coming up in our Pinpoint Weather. Right now, I'm going to send it over to Maddie for a look at traffic this morning.
All right, thanks, Vanessa. And taking a look outside at Highway 99 and Airport Drive, things are moving smoothly out there. All of your major routes are open and clear. Just look out for those construction projects around town. We'll have another check in 15 minutes. Breaking news overnight in South Bakersfield, police conducted a raid on an illegal casino and marijuana dispensary. Here's video of the scene in the 2800 block of South Chester Avenue at the corner of Geneva Avenue. At least a dozen officers could be seen going in and out of two buildings. Sergeant Michael Allred says the department received information about both a possible illegal dispensary and casino.
The investigations personnel obtained search warrants for both locations, and those search warrants were executed this evening, and the investigation's ongoing at this time.
Sergeant Allred could not say what was seized from the locations or if any arrests were made. However, we observed several people being detained. Anyone with information is urged to call BPD at 327-7111, and we'll bring you more information when we get it. 17 News is your local election headquarters. You saw it here on TV 17 as the candidates for 1st District Supervisors squared off in a live debate.
17's Eitan Wallace co-moderated the debate, and he has a recap this morning.
The candidates discussed a wide array of issues from public safety to homelessness to cannabis.
From the 17 News studios, this is the 1st District Supervisor debate.
Moderated by Jim Scott and me, the debate featured Dara Stevens, David Fluhart, and Philip Peters. They are hoping to represent this area. The district lines include parts of Bakersfield, the Kern River Valley, and much of East Kern, including Ridgecrest. Stevens is a business owner and serves on the South Fork Union School District Board. He also is a Marine Corps veteran and served 25 years as a deputy sheriff with the Kern County Sheriff's Office. Fluhart is a cannabis farmer from the mountain community of Havilah, and Peters is a business owner and field representative for the retiring 1st District Supervisor Mick Gleason. Peters also served one term with the Kern High School District. Thursday night, the candidates shared why they deserve your vote.
I'm a real retired senior deputy sheriff, former Marine. I'm going to bring all my experiences that I've had through my lifetime at 57 years old to the 1st District and make sure that things run well. I've never let Kern County down in 25 years of working for them.
I guess I'm the, zany flower child, farmer advocate gadfly that's trying to save the world and make utopia. It's a big plan. Now, it's a real plan, but it's a big plan. I'm doing this because I go to the Board of Supervisors and gadfly them every week, and now that Mick Gleason's stepping down, I've either got to step up or stop talking. So I got to step up.
We have an amazing 1st District, and we have a lot of opportunities, much like the rest of Kern County. But we're also facing a lot of challenges like the rest of Kern County. I believe that I am the only candidate that has the relationships and the relevant experience to tackle the issues that are facing Kern County and hit the ground running on day one.
If you missed the debate, you can catch it on our website, kget.com. It also will re-air on February 22nd. That is 1 week from this Saturday. Primary Election Day is March 3rd. In Studio Eitan Wallace, 17 News.
5:05 now. 17 News has confirmed President Trump will make a visit to Bakersfield next Wednesday. A White House official confirmed with 17's Eitan Wallace that President Trump plans to visit the Golden Empire. The official says it's part of a week-long tour to the western states. Mr. Trump and Congressman Kevin McCarthy plan to speak with farmers on how they want to improve water supply and delivery. It will be the president's first trip to the San Joaquin Valley since 2016 and his first visit to Bakersfield. Throughout the week, he will also make stops in Arizona, Nevada, and Colorado. Speaking of water, 2 laboratories in Kern County are facing fines from the State Water Board. Complaints were against BC Laboratories Incorporated and Zalco Laboratories Incorporated because the labs reportedly did not submit drinking water test results to the Water Board on time. You can read the full story on our website, kget.com.
5:06, today marks 2 years since the shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. 17 people were killed, 14 students and 3 staff members when a gunman stormed the campus on February 14th of 2018. The shooter, Nicholas Cruz, was 19 at the time. He confessed to the killing and faces the death penalty if convicted. Many of the students who survived have become gun control advocates like David Hogg and Emma Gonzalez. Today, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has ordered all flags to be flown at half-staff in remembrance of the victims. Here at home, CSU Bakersfield is holding an active shooter drill today. It starts at 8:45 this morning in the Stockdale room. The drill aims to educate people on what to do if a shooter is present on campus.
In your 17 Court Watch this morning, jurors convicted Derek Connell for the murder of his mother and stepfather. Connell was found guilty of first-degree murder for killing Christopher Higginbotham. Jurors also found him guilty of second-degree murder for the death of his mother, Kim Higginbotham. In 2016, the killings shocked the Northwest neighborhood where they lived. Kim Higginbotham was a beloved kindergarten teacher in Delano. During the trial, Connell's defense attorney argued it was actually Chris Higginbotham who killed his wife, and then Connell killed him in retaliation. But prosecutors told jurors Connell's a liar who was caught that night leaving the home with blood on his clothing and bottles of bleach in his car. Connell's set to be sentenced March 12th. He faces life in prison without the possibility of parole.
The search continues this morning for 3 teens who may have run away from home. Family members first told 17 News about 16-year-old Michaela Nunez, her cousin 15-year-old Joseph Sanchez, and their friend 14-year-old Andrew Escoval. Now, the 3 of them haven't been seen since Wednesday morning. Their families say the 3 have never run away before, and the cases were filed with BPD and the Sheriff's Office. Call either agency if you have any information about the 3 teens. Well, 5:08 is your time this morning. Valentine's Day is obviously a time to celebrate love and the beautiful just colors of red and all the candy and all that. I don't know what I'm going on a rant, but I love Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. It is a very sweet day, and this year it's going to be very sweet for a specific couple. Joe Ayala and Lorraine Rodriguez are proving it's never too late to say I do. 17's Taylor Schaub is live this morning at Log Cabin Florist here in downtown Bakersfield, and he has their love story.
Sorry.
That's right, Maddie. I'm at Log Cabin Florist, where love is in the air, but it's also in the air for that couple you just mentioned, who are going to tie the knot and proving that their love has never been stronger.
Valentine's Day will be about more than just hearts, flowers, and chocolates for this Kern County couple.
It's, how would I say, it's a dream come true.
9 years ago, Joe met the woman he'd been waiting his whole life for. The couple began sharing their lives together, sometimes acting like a pair of high school sweethearts who can't get enough of each other.
Neither one of us wants to get off the phone, you know.
But as Joe started to age, the years of wear and tear began to catch up.
He's been through so much, I can't believe he's alive today.
This past January, his lungs began to fail him, and the 79-year-old found himself in full-time hospice care.
So we're both sitting on there hearing each other breathe, and I says, okay, are we gonna go or what's gonna happen?
And after a failed wedding attempt last year, Lorraine was worried their forever day would never happen.
We don't know how long he has. He could have 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. We're not sure.
That's when Mike Duran heard their story. A longtime healthcare provider, Duran's always gone the extra mile for his patients. But for this couple, he went the distance, getting ordained online and offering to make their dream a reality.
Knowing that they're going to be married during that period of time is a blessing to them.
Giving these two lovebirds the chance to say, I do.
I just love him for what he is. Even though he's older than me, I love him the way he is. I'll always love him.
Of course, I'm 100 years old and you're only 16.
And while Joe's lungs are still recovering, his heart's doing just fine.
And let's just keep on walking. Let the light shine, you know.
What an amazing love story. Joe's 79 years old, as we said. They're set to get married at 11 o'clock today, and 17 News will be there. But if you take a look behind me, for everybody else spending Valentine's Day with their loved ones or friends, family, possibly, you can come on down to Log Cabin and just see how wonderful this day is. Like Vanessa mentioned, you got the pinks, you got the reds, balloons, flowers, maybe even some chocolate. So it's a great place to spend Valentine's Day. Back to you guys in the studio.
Maybe chocolate? I need to guarantee.
Chocolate.
Yeah, definitely. Exactly. Thanks, Taylor. 5:11 now. It's not just Joe and Elaine happy in love this Valentine's Day. Here's a look at some other happy couples around Kern County. Earlier this week, we asked our viewers, okay, I love that picture, to send pictures of themselves with their sweethearts, and we were flooded with pictures. People really love to celebrate their love, which is just beautiful.
I love Valentine's Day. I've heard some people say, I'm not about it, but it's just exciting. Even like if you are single, it's okay. Just celebrate the holiday.
The people that you love,
yes,
too.
Exactly.
My mom always got me Valentine's.
My mom did too. Some flowers here and there, yeah, but these are great. I love it. And then did you hear of the story of the couple that met on speed dating?
Yes.
Isn't that awesome?
Who celebrated basically, their anniversary when they met last night at 1933.
I love that.
So cool.
You never know who you're going to meet.
Who knows what love stories we'll see come out of last night's speed dating either. Still ahead here on Sunrise, a local family set to appear in an episode of Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
We'll tell you when and where you can watch their touching story.
We're back here at 521. A local family appeared on Extreme Makeover Home Edition this Sunday, and you can watch their episode. You'll meet the Mosley family. Jessica Mosley is the mother of 5 children, 3 she adopted. Jessica's mother also lives with them. The family will get a larger house with more room following a family tragedy. And you can see more on Sunday when their episode airs at 9 p.m. on HGTV.
He was a highly decorated rescue pilot in the Vietnam War, an experimental test pilot for Hughes Aircraft, and is the author of 4 books about his experiences inside and outside of the cockpit. And this Saturday, George Merritt will be the featured guest speaker at this year's Founders Day banquet in support of the Minter Field Air Museum. Merritt flew 188 combat missions in Southeast Asia. After the war, he spent 20 years helping to develop attack radar and missile systems for modern-day fighter jets. And the Founders Day banquet is one of the biggest fundraisers of the year to support Minter Field. It's Saturday evening at 5:30 at Hodel's Restaurant on Knutson Drive. Tickets are $35 a person. More information, just head to our website, ktt.com.
With vandalism on the rise and a growing homeless population, we know downtown Bakersfield has its share of problems, but there's also a lot to celebrate. The success stories and challenges were highlighted at the annual State of the Downtown Breakfast put on by the Downtown Business Association and Downtown Business Development Corporation. Organizers and business owners touted the success of the Block to Block program. They're actively searching for new block captains to become advocates for businesses in the area. Alex Fisher and I were honored to serve as MCs. Speaking of Block to Block, if you're interested in learning more about the program, it's a business networking mixer that will be held at the end of the month Encore Boutique on F Street is hosting the event on Tuesday, February 25th from 6 to 7 p.m. For more information, call the DBA at 325-5892.
Well, NASA is looking to go on some exploratory missions soon.
What it plans to do on Venus and Jupiter coming up.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
526 now. Uber's testing an old-fashioned way of booking a cab for its business in Arizona. The ride-hailing company is testing using a toll-free phone number to book one of its cars. In Arizona, passengers can call 1-833-use Uber to reach an Uber contractor. That contractor will then book a ride on the app and give the caller a price quote. Uber will then send driver details such as the expected arrival time and receipts via text message. Uber says the service is intended for people who may not own a smartphone or have access to its app. Tesla is voluntarily recalling some Model X vehicles because of a power steering issue. Most cars built before mid-October 2016 are affected. Tesla says it isn't aware of any injuries or crashes. The issue involves corrosion on steering gear bolts, making the driver use more force to turn the wheel. The corrosion mostly happens in very cold climates. Tesla says there won't be a service fee to fix any of the affected models. Vanessa?